episode 45, part 1 of Kenya's premier sports video podcast, the 3 Quarters podcast. Remember to jump onto the hashtag Road to Japan to support the Kenya Simbas as they are still looking to qualify for the Rugby World Cup in Japan in 2019. And as we are all about supporting sports and sports travel, the 3 Quarters podcast has partnered with More Around Sports and Travel to give you this super offer for the Dubai Sevens on the 1st and 2nd of December. So for only $999 you get the full Dubai experience. So over and above the rugby, you get your desert safari, your nighttime barbecue, and your Dal cruise. This and much more coming up on your screen. I'm Jimmy Duffield.
This is Ngashi, official noisemaker.
Jeringus Kenyana.
So this past weekend, on the Saturday and the Sunday, we had the Dala Sevens, which was the last leg of the National Sevens circuit. And, despite 6 teams having pulled out before the tournament, tournament still went on. Show must go on.
Yeah.
For me, level of rugby obviously was not the same without those teams. But, other teams pulled their socks out.
Yeah, it was disappointing that 6 teams couldn't travel. Of course, the level of rugby had to go down. But then again, it was a bit inconsequential, save for Nakuru not traveling. The other teams had no chance to win the overall title. So maybe for bragging rights, perhaps they should have shown up. But it's a bit inconsequential. It left Impala, Homeboys, and Kabras Sugar fighting for the main title. Sad that Impala got out the quarterfinals against Black Blood narrowly, 12-10. That left Homeboys and Kabras to fight for it. But Kabras ending up winning it. Fantastic for them.
That was very unfortunate for Impala. Black Blood seemed to be their bogey team. That's like your Oilers, Quins type.
That's
Black
true.
Blood are just their bogey team.
Blood were the ones who took Impala out at the Princely Sevens. And of course, they're the ones who took Impala out at the Dala Sevens. And as a result of that, everyone for some reason thought, despite the fact that Kabras had caught up in the latter stages of the National Sevens circuit, everyone still got the feeling that Impala were going to be the ones to win because they had been
this was their season.
Exactly, and they had been very consistent throughout the National Sevens circuit. However, Black Blood had other plans. It is unfortunate that, as you've said, that 6 teams were unable to go. Again, boils down to what we were talking about last week. It was as a result of the political climate. We had a chat with Nondi's chairman, Ogagesheo, on Friday morning. I bumped into him and we were talking, and he said that the reason why, for example, Nondi had to pull out is that he could not guarantee the safety of his players. He could not guarantee that. It was the same. I was listening to Saturday Music and Sports on Capital FM with Miano Mushuri, and Paul Odera made the same comment. He said, as a teacher, I'm unable to guarantee the safety of these people. So I think the planning committee should have done a bit more. Yeah. I understand from the union's perspective, it was coming from a point where sport can actually unify people. Yeah. That's where the union decided to keep the dates as they were. But they should have done a bit more work in terms of making people comfortable about going for Dala Sevens. All in all, I think it was a very good tournament from a rugby perspective, from what we saw. And kudos to Kabras for winning the National Sevens circuit for 2017. I must add that Kabras have fielded their stars right from driftwood.
Yep.
So kudos. Hats off to Kabras, Philip Monesi, Charles Kadovilis. The work they're doing there is exceptional, and we can only imagine what's going to happen when the 15th season starts.
It's going to be tough for the other teams.
I can, from an organizational point of view, for me, in as much as, of course, Kisumu was never going to host a Christie's or Asibita, but with what they had, I remember I was there on the Friday, and the grass was this tall. Like, you were literally, you're like, I'm like, nah, I'm not going to walk through that. Yeah. But by the end of the day, on the Thursday, pitches were more or less, at least, the grass was gone at least.
Yes.
Posts were going up. You could see, people setting up tents. You could see the village So, well, in one day,
They did something good, yeah.
because even for them, they weren't 100% sure it was going to happen.
Exactly,
But they pulled through.
This, I honestly believe, had this thing been coordinated a bit better by the union, I don't want to blame the planning committee for Dala Sevens. Reason being, the dates were changed also.
Yeah.
Remember,
Yeah.
because of the elections and everything.
Yeah.
And with what you're telling us, they were able to do that in a day. You can only imagine what they would have been able to do in like 2-3 weeks of certainty.
Yeah.
So it was just a communication issue. I think the union should have come out a bit more strong.
Yeah.
I think the communication from Kisumu Governor, Professor Anyang' Nyong'o, should have been going viral, such that people feel that they're a bit secure. But
then again, that communication happened today. The next day, some riots happened.
True. True, some riots happened. But you see, if I'm in the union, and I know the only way I'll be able to get guys there is to tell guys that everything is secure, I'd be working my ass off with the county government to make sure that happens. So I think that's where the problem was. There was a breakdown in communication. I don't think the people in the union had their hands on the ground, and that's what happened. That's why grass was being cut a day before.
All in all, hats off to them. I mean, at the end of the day, we had the tournament.
Yes.
We had the award ceremony at the end.
Yes.
So everything worked. Everything worked. Yes, there was a winner. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So winners of the National 7th Circuit this year were Cabras, and I mean, I think from the beginning, I think they're one of the few teams that haven't dropped to the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But they started off slow. Driftwood was a bit slow. I would say Prince Lou a little bit. That's when they started seeing some flashes of brilliance. But the last 3 tournaments, that would be now Christie's, Sepetuka, and then lastly Dala. They really turned up. The likes of Okorach was a bit consistent. That I'll give him. Apart from we missed him when he went to play for his national team.
Yep.
The likes of Brian Tanga, Sikuta really stepped up towards the end as well. They had they finished to the bang, and I think that really put them up there.
I think one player for Cabras that people keep sort of overlooking is John Mawe.
Yeah.
I mean, at Harlequins, to be honest, I barely noticed him.
Yeah.
But at Cabras, he's playing well, he's running hard.
And it's unfortunate for John Mawe because everyone associates him with his brother. And everyone refers to him as that's Dennis Mwanji's brother. But he's had a very good tournament. Right from Driftwood Sevens, he's had a very fantastic he's had fantastic tournaments. And as a result of that, his performance has been improving. We can only wait and see what he's going to do during the 15th season.
Yep, I remember talking to Cabras coach Charles Cardavillis after the game, and he's like, for us, we got what we wanted. Mm-hmm. We won the circuit, so now onto floodlights.
Yep.
So
we wait and see how that goes.
Now table standings, we've got Cabras at the top, only separating them by 2 points. Homeboys next, and then Impala, because after they were oh gosh, yes. Then KCB are finally in the top 5, and then we've got Nakuru at 6th, and then the rest. And then bottom we've got KCA, Edgerton, Masino Muliro, Mombasa, and MKU Stingers. Would you have expected anything different?
It's just disappointing that Mombasa is down there. This is a Kenya Cup team. It shouldn't be there. That's what disappointing.
It's a tour. Yeah, I'm not too shocked about how it turned out, to be honest. Yeah.
Well, we've got the team of the tournament, where we have Scooter from Cabras. We've already said he played very well. Owira from KCB, Shitundo from Bulls, Tanga from Cabras, Shaban from KCB, Begi from Blood. He had a very good tournament, and Joroge from KCB, one of the younger players. Now we have our own team of the tournament. Well, not really tournament, but the team of the circuit. So we'll start off with your team.
My team of the circuit, I had a problem coming up with this list because there's a big pool of players that have had a very good series. But my choices landed on Dan Sikuta of Cabras Sugar, Ian Minjire of Impala. Then I went with Harold Anuvate of Menengai Oilers. Then Brian Tanga of Cabras Sugar, Philip Walkerich of Cabras Sugar again. Then I went with the Alex Olaba Strathmore Leos, then finished off with the Geoffrey Ominde.
Mine, real quick, because we're short on time. Forwards, Ian Minjire, Oscar Ouma, and Dan Sikuta. Then at sweeper, I have Brand Tanga. At first receiver, I have Shaban Ahmed, KCB. Then I have Samuel Mutari at center. And then outside, I have Philip Ogorach.
All right, no, that's a very good piece.
Yeah.
Those are very. I'd like to see those two pitted against each other.
Yeah.
Guys, I wonder who you'd have for your team. Why don't you tell us? Remember, you can like our page on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Jimmy Duffield.
This is Ngashi, official noisemaker.
Jiringus, Kenyana.
Stay tuned for part 2. For your team, why don't you tell us? Remember, you can like our page on Facebook. Yes, subscribe to our Instagram. I can go? All right.